So the new game in the Harry Potter world is coming out soon, Hogwarts Legacy. And I have to say, it's about time. After being delayed for over a year, this game, along with several others, was one of the main reasons why I bought the PS5. And it has what I think a lot of Harry Potter fans want in a Wizarding World game. An RPG where you get to create a character and then go to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Of course, it's set in like the 1800s, so it's kind of weird. Like, why not just set it during 2020 or something? Also, the writer of the book series had said some very, very wrong stuff, like, whoo boy. And that's gonna be like the only time I really mentioned the author in this video. Despite her very wrong opinions, I really like the Harry Potter universe. From the creatures, to the locations, to even Hogwarts. I mean, despite the certain things the Wizarding World apparently does. And which Hogwarts house am I in, I hear you not asking? The series is also said to be the world's best-selling book series, beating out the second best Goosebumps at like $150 million. Now, there are some books, like the Lord of the Rings trilogy for example, that lack comprehensive sales numbers, so it might be lower in the rankings. Like, I'm pretty sure the Bible counts, right? I mean, it has to have sold more books. Anyway, so it was inevitable that a book series was eventually going to become a movie series, as it was going to be inevitable that that movie series was going to be adapted into video games. As you did back in the 2000s. And since Hogwarts Legacy is coming out soon, let's talk about the first Harry Potter game on the PlayStation 1. Released on November 16th, 2001 on the PlayStation 1, the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and the PC, with a release on the PS2, the GameCube, and the Xbox in 2003 for some reason. But today we're just going to be talking about the PS1 version. Each version being drastically different from each other with different developers, the PS1 version was specifically developed by Argonaut Games and published by EA. You know, back when EA probably cared about their fans. The company has also developed other games such as Star Fox, the Croc series, and some Disney games in the early 2000s. They fully dissolved in 2004 with a lot of the employees leaving to go form Rocksteady Studios, which is most famous for the Arkham games. This game is also said to be Argonaut's best-selling game and PlayStation's 6th best-selling game overall. So, does this game actually beat like the other ones that are just below it? Well, let's play it and find out. Before we start, I did find something kinda neat in the menu. If you press triangle right here, you can make lightning appear, which, at the time, for a kid, that was pretty cool. The game starts with us overlooking a big book.
There was nothing about the starry sky that night to suggest that strange and mysterious things would soon be happening.
Harry's parents just died, like not even a day ago. It had to have been less than 12 hours, because of some shenanigans that happened the night prior.
Nestled in the bundle was a baby, Harry Potter, the boy who lived.
Dumbledore does the stupid and drops Harry off at his aunt and uncle's house. And no, I don't really care the explanation in the lore, it's still a dumb move, honestly. So, Harry's abused and neglected for 11 years when he finds a letter from Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. And then we skip a few chapters and here we are at Hogwarts, housed in Gryffindor. And here comes Dumbledore to greet us.
Welcome to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. I am Albus Dumbledore, your headmaster. Now, Hogwarts is full of secrets, Harry, so search behind every door. But keep in mind, not all secrets are rewarding. Oh, which reminds me, the third floor corridor is out of bounds to everyone who does not wish to suffer a most painful death.
Hey Harry, have a fun time exploring all of the wonders that our school has to offer. Oh, and by the way, the third floor is off limits. We have a forbidden forest that's just a short stroll from the school filled with creatures, beasts, and super racist centaurs. We have a lake with a giant squid and a community of super racist mer people that don't attack you just because I asked them not to, along with many other dangerous creatures that our students can just sit by the lake and watch. And also a tree that will beat the ever-loving shit out of you for the funsies. Also, I'm not too sure, but I think there's a giant snake somewhere in the pipes. Have fun! And then he just walks away, and if you try to ask him to elaborate, he just goes and says,
Nitwit, blubber, oddment, tweak, 4 wonderful words, don't you think? Ah, Huggy Watty Hogwarts. Oh, wonderful place to explore.
So here we get to explore a very small Hogwarts, to be honest. And it is pretty immersive, I would say. We also meet Fred and George Weasley, who will give us 4 passwords for 4 portraits throughout the game by giving them 4 different flavors of every flavor beans. A different amount each time. The first one is earwax, fucking gross. And hey, look, it's the Fat Friar. That's neat. We're then met up with Ronald Weasley.
Hey Harry, remember me, Ron Weasley? That slimy Slytherin Draco Malfoy ran through this door with an owl under his arm. I think it was your owl Hedwig. Let's go after him.
Wow, that's actually quite amazing that Malfoy was able to just take my snowy owl like that under his arms, but... Alright, here we go saving her.
Well, 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 if it isn't the famous Harry Potter. I'm Draco Malfoy, and you do well to show me respect. Looking for that owl of yours? How careless of you to leave it lying about. Go home to your mother, Potter. Oh, sorry, you don't have one, do you?
Yeah, well, at least I don't look like Bobby Hill.
He's a nasty piece of work. Just ignore him.
Yeah, Harry, why don't you take that advice from a kid that's definitely punched Malfoy like 2 or 3 times in the books?
Come on, Harry, follow me. To climb up, just push forwards on your controller.
Forwards on my controller. Ron, do you know that you're in a simulation? So here we're introduced to the basic mechanics of the game. This is one of those games where you don't jump, but you just run off the edge and your character will auto jump. You know, like in the Arkham games or Ocarina of Time.
There's another feather. I'll double back and watch the entrance. You'd better go on and rescue Hedwig.
Hi, Harry. Let's go save Hedwig. Now I'm gonna go back. Good luck finding her, shithead. Here we also meet Nearly Headless Nick, and we have to do some more platforming. How the hell did Malfoy accomplish all of this with an owl under his arm? Hell, why did he do all of this work? For what end?
Ah, some snails have escaped from a Care of Magical Creatures class. Careful, they're dreadfully poisonous.
Okay, so some giant poisonous snails escaped the Care of Magical Creatures class? Why the hell did they have that for a lesson? And if they escape, shouldn't, like, I don't know, some teachers get to recapturing them? These things are fucking huge! Anyway, they're also extremely easy to take care of. You just hold down the cross or X button to use the Flipendo knockback jinx to make them go away. And that's basically the extent of combat in this game. It doesn't really get any better, honestly. Yeah, it doesn't really get any more complicated than just shoot the Flipendo spell. Except, like, with the last boss being slightly more complicated than that. Oh, look!
And now school's with us!
I'm Neville Longbottom.
And now we met up with Lumpy Larry.
Malfoy led me down here and then ran through a secret passage with an owl. Now I'm trapped by these...
Okay, so Malfoy, after trapping my owl down here, was also like, yeah, let me also trap Neville Lumpface down here as well.
Now I'm trapped by these enchanted books. I've lost my wand, so I can't knock the books out of the way with Flipendo. Use the R1 button to point your wand at the flying books, then use your cross button to cast.
Ah, yes, for you see, children, books are bad.
Nintendo!
The lever is around here somewhere.
Did you mean lever? Oh, look, there's Hedwig. Now I just gotta use this knockback jinx to knock over the gate and...
No.
What? You mean to tell me she could have escaped this entire time?
I see you rescued Hedwig. She was eager to get out, so I opened the door for her. That'll teach Malfoy to mess with us.
Hi, I'm Neville. I'm in Gryffindor too.
Neville, stop introducing yourself every time you meet someone.
It's alright. You guys go ahead. I think I've lost my toad, Trevor.
Come on, Harry, let's go.
Wow, you're not even gonna pretend like you want to help Neville at all, do you? Hey, you know what? Fuck him. When is Neville ever gonna be important to the story? So, as soon as we leave, Hedwig gives us our broomstick, huh? Okay.
Wow, Hedwig brought you a broomstick. I'll show you where the flying lesson is. Follow me.
Oh, so this was just a way to get us into flying lessons. 20 minutes in and already we skipped like several chapters of the book.
The doorway to the flying lesson. Watch yourself, Harry. I hear Madam Hooch is really strict. I'm still waiting for my broomstick. Our stupid owl is ancient. It's going to take forever.
Yeah, especially since first years can't even have brooms. You're gonna be waiting for quite a while there, Ron.
I am Madam Hooch, your teacher.
And that's Madam Hooch. She's gonna be teaching you how to fly on a broomstick throughout the entire game. Which is kind of the same thing each time, honestly. Also, I had trouble flying because going up makes you go up, and going down makes you go down, which for flying, I always use the opposite. But you can change it in the settings, so it's not really that big of a problem. And these are easy, honestly, even though it's not as smooth as I would like. Also, this is just Superman 64.
Then there's no time to waste.
Well done, Potter. Good score. 5 more house points for Gryffindor. You've mastered the basics of broomstick control. Now run along.
And then she just kicks us out.
Hi, Harry. Have you met Hermione yet? She's a real know-it-all and a teacher's pet.
Ron, what the fuck? She's right there, dude.
Hello, Harry. Charms class is about to start. Isn't it exciting?
She's rather annoying, isn't she?
Dude, calm down. So our first actual class is Charms, which is taught to us by Ravenclaw's head of house, Professor Flitwick, and dear God, man, what happened to your face? Anyway, in order to get the class on time, you have to go through an obstacle course. Then you have to do a button prompt minigame to learn the spell. Do this about 2 to 3 times and you'll learn the spell.
Listen carefully. An object that can be charmed will be marked with a yellow sparkle. A charmed object can be levitated. Keep the cross button depressed if you want to change the object height.
Well, okay. You're never gonna make anything of yourself.
Dear Harry, please meet me in the castle grounds. You can get to the castle grounds through the front door of the castle. Pop around for a cup of tea and a chat. I have something important to tell you. Your friend, Hagrid.
Well, now to have some tea with Hagrid. Gotta head out to the front door and oh no!
Well, well, Potter. We meet again. Having a tour of the castle, are we? This is as far as you'll be going. You won't get past me, no matter how hard you try.
Yeah, that's great, Dorko. Give me a second, I'm gonna go see what's in this room. Well, down here is the dungeon, being blocked by Professor Snape.
Mr. Potter, your celebrity status does not grant you snooping rights. A sloth brain has gone missing from my classroom. No potions lesson until it is returned.
Can he just do that? Stop class until he gets a sloth brain? Which, by the way, gross. Ah, bet you didn't expect me to put an invisible wall charm there, Potter. Oh hey, we have enough jelly beans, so let's just go to Fred and George. It's not like we're being challenged or anything. Also, don't forget to move this candle to the desk for easy house points. So, you're gonna go to one of these 4 portraits with the correct password so that they can open up and get you the prize inside.
Fizzy Pop.
Well done, young sir. That's the correct password. Let's see if I can get these old hinges working.
Like this one, the Nimbus 2000. So I guess Professor McGonagall doesn't give Harry the broom in this one. Alright, now that that's done, we can deal with Draco Malfoy. It's very simple, all we have to do is Wingardium Leviosa the hourglass into the correct spot.
Ow! Time for a lesson, Potter. Let me teach you about wizard crackers.
Wizard crackers is apparently off of the British Christmas crackers. And apparently wizards just throw them at each other.
Crab, take care of this upstart. Now, Potter, I'll give you a taste of my super wizard crackers.
Oh no, not super wizard crackers. How intimidating. It's the same thing as before, but now Malfoy throws super wizard crackers, which are apparently dynamite. Eventually, Draco calls his other henchmen, and we have to do this a 3rd time.
Crab, you idiot! You're supposed to protect me. Goyle, get in here.
The only real problem is that Draco moves left or right and then stops to throw his crackers. But Harry's windup is so slow you can throw as soon as Draco stops and he'll still get out of the way before he gets hit. But other than that, this is very simple.
Last you, Potter. Next time you won't be so lucky.
Alright, now time for tea with Hagrid and...
Meanwhile, the House Point hourglasses are slowly filling up. Ravenclaw. Hufflepuff.
Bullshit, there's no way Ravenclaw has less house points than Hufflepuff. I demand a recount.
Slytherin. Gryffindor. Gryffindor are in the lead on house points. Will Slytherin hold the House Cup for a 7th consecutive year?
And so we go outside to meet Hagrid, and dear God, what is that? Yeah, in case you couldn't tell, the PS1 models aren't that great. I mean, they're okay. You can certainly tell which characters is which, and it is the PS1, so it's not really right to be negative towards the game models, but I still think you can make fun of them at the very least. So, this is Hagrid, the guy we were supposed to have tea with. But first, we have to get to our herbology class.
Pop around for a cup of tea and a chat. I have something important to tell you. You'll need to attend your herbology class. Professor Sprout's in the greenhouse waiting for you.
What, were you just gonna have us skip class, melted potato Hagrid? And come on, why do we have to move these columns to get to class? Do they, like, reset the columns for every student? Do we have to do this every day to get to class? Same thing as before, just press the correct buttons, but this time we also have another game to go with the spell Incendio to destroy plants. And this was really the only spell I had like actual problems with, mostly because it would get faster each button press, and any wrong button press you make makes it go back a step. So I ended up pressing the wrong button again. But other than that, it wasn't really a problem.
Have you been to Quidditch training yet?
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? Now that herbology is done, Harry has to go to Hagrid's. First, let's talk to the Weasley twins. Their next job for us is to collect the purple blue flavor beans. Which honestly makes sense for every flavor bean to have a blue flavor. Blue flavor is the best. And then we run into Puffskin. These kind of cute creatures that are the main parts of our next puzzle. But first we have to talk to Hagrid for that tea.
I hope you did well in your herbology class. Harry, can you fetch me some fire seeds from a rare plant in the forest?
Or we go do Hagrid's fucking chores. Now, seriously, you want me, an 11-year-old boy, who not even 2 days ago just found out he was a wizard, to go into the forest, the same forest we were warned to go into at the beginning of the year, mind you, to go collect fire seeds.
Been some very strange goings-on of late. Be careful, Harry.
And you just said strange things are happening. But, alright, let's go get these seeds for Hagrid. Oh, look!
There's an Nazgul! Just arrived!
Again! He shoots a magic and makes this gargoyle that isn't usually what a gargoyle looks like, I might add. I don't know what Dumbledore was smoking when he okayed to have a Pumbaa statue made. But this fight is easy. Again, you just dodge and attack at the right moment. But once its health goes down, it reverts back and you have to Wingardium Leviosa back to the original spot. And then we move on to the next puzzle. You know, with the puffkins we were introduced with earlier. And honestly, the farting does make it less cute. What the? Lava? Why the actual fuck do you have lava flowing this close to your school? Mind you, this isn't one of the restricted areas. You know, despite Hagrid saying it's in the forest, this is clearly within the castle grounds. I mean, look at these walls. Who thought it was a good idea to have a lava lake in their school? How many students do you lose every year to the lava? And Hagrid wanted us to go get these seeds? Why? Could his fat ass not jump over all these tiny platforms? Anyway, we have Hagrid's fire seeds now, and he invites us in.
Well done, Harry. You've found the fire seeds. Now I can show you what I need them for. But it's our secret, mind you. Come on inside, Harry. Wipe your feet now. Welcome to my home, Harry. It's small, but still roomier than your cupboard under the stairs, eh?
Well, fuck you too, dude. Anyway, he needed the fire seeds to hatch at Norbert. Wait, we're already at Norbert the dragon? We seem to have skipped a pretty good chunk of the fucking book there.
You're a true friend. I want you to have this book, Quidditch Through the Ages.
Ron shows up and takes us to the Quidditch pitch, and also completely contradicts what that Ravenclaw kid said a while back.
This year, they're even letting first years train. First years like us aren't allowed to play.
And Neville shows up to tell us that Malfoy took his Remember-All, and without it, he can't find his Toad Trevor.
Onto the school grounds with it. I need the Remember-All to find my Toad.
That's not how that works. But whatever, loading screen, and we're immediately on our broom against Malfoy. Yeah, I think Harry on a broom is a different model than just Harry. So he has to get on it, like, off-screen.
And you want me to give you his precious Remember-All. I think I'll leave it somewhere for Longbottom to collect. How about up a tree? So,
like Cortex's final boss in Crash 2, we chase Malfoy around and run into him. Every time he makes this face. He even sounds like Cortex from Crash 1 when he sends the bludgers out to you.
You've got my Remember-All back. Thanks, Harry. I'll be able to find my Toad now.
Neville, that's not how your Remember-All works. Maybe you should try to remember that.
I remember now. I left Trevor near the herbology class. There are plants there that eat toads.
Well, he's definitely dead.
Mr. Potter, I'm Professor McGonagall, Deputy Headmistress of Hogwarts and Head of Gryffindor House.
So, Professor McGonagall gives Special Harry a special once-in-a-lifetime exception to let first years compete in Quidditch.
Ordinarily, first-year students may not compete in Quidditch. In your case, we might overlook that rule.
Why were they letting first years try out if they couldn't be on the team?
Hurry along to the Quidditch pitch. Your first match against Hufflepuff is about to start.
Anyway, we immediately have a match, and... What? Wait, you're not even going to try to teach Harry how to play this game? He just discovered a Wizarding World. He's never heard of Quidditch before. I mean, yeah, Madam Hooch did give you that little mini-game teaching the player how to catch the snitch back where that Ravenclaw student told you, but I'm pretty sure that's optional, and you can completely miss that, and she doesn't even teach you everything. Just the seeker job. Yeah, be honest, Gryffindor was down a player, and Harry was just the first student you ran into. And yeah, we're immediately thrown into a Quidditch match. Same as all the other broomstick minigames, you go through these rings here to chase the snitch, but you also have to watch out for the bludgers that will go after you. After the first part, the other team's seeker joins, but as far as I know, they don't really add anything to this. I don't even know if they can actually catch the snitch. Anyway, you fill up the bar, and then you have to catch the snitch before time's up. It goes back and forth, and you have to press the X button to catch it at the right time. This takes skill and precision, and I did it.
He caught it! Maximum points for Gryffindor!
Next, we see Snape, who is still on about his dumb sloth brain.
Is that a library book in your grimy little hand? Library books, by definition, are not to be taken from the library. I'll just confiscate that, thank you.
Well, actually, Severus, from what I can tell, the definition of library books is books owned by the library. And you can always borrow library books, so really I think you're just being a dick. Which is Snape's MO. Also, I don't know exactly what library book that could be. Maybe the Quidditch Through the Ages that Hagrid gave us, but why the fuck would he give us a library book?
As soon as my missing sloth brain is recovered, we'll start the first potions lesson.
So Ron thinks the obvious, that his twin brothers took the brain from Snape, and we have to go to this area to find it. So you get the sloth brain, which is just floating there exposed to the air, so I can't imagine how good that still is, and return it to Snape as he makes a snide remark that is just sad coming from a grown adult trying to pick on students. And we're off to potions class.
Potter has found the sloth brain. Was it clever hunting, or a thief's guilty conscience? So where was it, Potter? Within your own head? Bring it to class.
He's an asshole.
But first, let's talk to the twins, and they tell us to go get booger flavor beans. Again. Fucking ill. Potions are just simple, press the 3 buttons that appear, and you get a cauldron full of potion that'll fill your health back up. I never really had to use any of these. He then tasks you to go get a jar of fireflies when the Nazgul breaks the floor right under you.
Watch out! It's one of those Nazgul!
And now I have to go through a dungeon, which has trolls. Again, why does the school have a basement of trolls? The Slytherin dorm is in the dungeon. Do they have to dodge the trolls every day? You throw these sneezing balls at them when they're in the grates, and you get rid of them. Hey, wait a minute. Is he stuck in there? Great, wonderful. The troll walked into the wall, and now I'm soft-locked, because I need to beat both of them to get to the next area. Yeah, luckily he walked out of the wall before I had to restart. In the next room, a Ravenclaw kid lost his kitten down the well, so of course I'm going to go save him.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Thanks, Harry. Here's a famous witches and wizards card for you.
But really? A fucking trading card? Not even the chocolate frog that comes with the card? No, it's just the card. I'll talk about the cards later. For now, I have to continue my way out of here. You know, I've been gone for quite a while. Don't you think someone would be wondering where the fuck Harry went? And so, we get the jar of fireflies and head back to Snape.
I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Wasn't expecting me so soon? Motherfucker, the storeroom was right there. It's a jar of fireflies. Class is over. No one's here. You seriously thought it was going to take me all class?
Now leave me in peace, Potter. Your defense against the dark arts class with Professor Quirrell is about to start, and you're already late.
Next class is Defense Against the Dark Arts with Professor Quirrell. Same as all the others. And we learn to make invisible things visible. Hermione then discovers what the title of the book is, and we go look for a way into the 3rd floor. I don't honestly know what happened at this part. We explored the dungeons a bit, and then we have to find the floating eyes of 4 different colors. And Peeves shows up to taunt you for a bit.
Name's Potter, and you better watch out for me. Young Potter, you're ugly, but what can we do? Everyone says you belong in a zoo. If you look in a mirror, it surely will crack. The best thing to do is wear a nice sack.
That wound will never fully heal. He will carry it the rest of his life.
But that's really it. It's just busy work right now. Also, it doesn't really lead to anywhere since we have to go to Transfiguration class right after.
Done, Harry. You've dispelled all 4 curses. Whoever put them there really wants to stop students exploring the castle. Oh my, look at the time. You've been down here for so long, the Transfiguration class is about to start.
And now we're in the general last area of the game. Fred and George wants us to collect red spicy beans now. To get to the class, we have to jump on these platforms that'll crumble on us like almost instantly. I actually missed the time on this. But like, she can see me trying to get to class for like a minute. But no, because I was a second late, Professor McGonagall takes 5 house points away from me.
I will not have pupils late for my lesson. 5 points from Gryffindor.
Oh, but I can retry, but they don't give you the house points back. What the fuck? Same minigame, and then you get the spell that brings the tables up and down. Now we have to explore the castle some more. Peeves steals a package from Harry, and we have to race him.
It's Saber Potty Potter. I've got your parcel, Potter. Want it back, do we? Let's have a chase through the attic then. If you beat me to the end, I might give it back. Or I might not. Let's just see, shall we? Off we go then.
This wasn't in the book, Peeves. Beating him gives us the invisibility cloak, which lets us pick up tokens that lets us be invisible for a small time. But if you want to, you can also use the cloak to just beeline it to the next area. Eat shit, Walder Frey! Also, Snape is here to provide a red herring. This ends with Harry finding the mirror, so I guess it's Christmas time? During certain story beats like this one right here, it just shows us the book narration.
Reflected in the mirror of Erised were Harry's parents, James and Lily Potter.
I guess to save space on the disc so they don't have long cutscenes and
Harry! A huge troll is on the rampage! It's cornered Hermione in the girls' bathroom!
Wait, what? The troll is loose? Okay, so I guess it's Halloween after Christmas.
She needs our help. We must try to rescue her straight away. Come on, Harry. We have to get moving. Harry, you distract the troll and I'll find Hermione.
Ah, fuck you, Ron. How do you expect me to distract the troll? Here we get chased by the troll, and I died. And every time you die, you get the game over screen, which shows Madame Pomfrey telling Harry off, like, "Now, young man, don't go be fighting trolls now." And then you're immediately brought back to the chase scene. After this, you have to shoot the objects while Ron brings the club over to the troll's head. And then we get 25 house points, which is at least better than the movie where Ron and Harry only got like 5 stupid points after taking 5 from Hermione. In the next part, we have a Quidditch match against Ravenclaw, and it immediately sends us there. Here, we also learn about Fluffy and Nicholas Flamel.
For Quidditch, are you? It's going to be an exciting game. Ravenclaw is a fine team.
Hagrid, what do you know about the third floor?
You mean Fluffy?
Fluffy?
Yeah, I bought him off a Greek chappie I met in the pub last year. I lent him to Dumbledore to guard the,
Guard the what?
Don't ask me any more. That's top secret, that is. You forget that dog and what he's guarding. That's between Professor Dumbledore and Nicholas Flamel.
Who's Nicholas Flamel?
Never you mind, I'm off.
But then we have the match. Same thing as before. Compete with Lee Jordan saying the same thing as last time.
Welcome to Quidditch! I'm your commentator, Lee Jordan! The Quidditch pitch has 3 goals at each end. The chasers throw the quaffle and try to put it through the hoops to score. Watch out for the bludgers. These are charm balls that can knock you off your bruiser. 2 meters of each team try to keep them away.
And same as last time, you go through the rings until the other team seeker shows up. I mean, he looks nothing like Cho Chang. After that, Hagrid shows up.
Norbert isn't doing too well. He's very sick. We need to make him some special dragon tonic to pep him up again. The tonic needs some very rare components, though, and there aren't any in the castle. So you and I must go to Diagon Alley to get them.
No, hold up, Hagrid. I don't have to do anything. Norbert is your dragon. You should go to Diagon Alley to get the things you need. Why are you dragging me along? I have schoolwork I have to do. Does Dumbledore even know about this?
We need 3 peacock feathers, 1 eagle owl feather, and 3 giant purple toad warts. But we can't buy anything without money. Go to Gringotts to get some knuts, sickles, and galleons. Grip Hook will see you right. I'm off to the Leaky Cauldron for a few butterbeers if you need me. I'll meet you when you're all done.
Oh, you lazy sack of shit! Okay, so not only did you drag me to Diagon Alley to go get some stuff that are probably in Hogwarts, let's be honest, but you also expect me to go to the bank and get my money to pay for it while you drink it up at the pub? What the actual shit is your problem? And it gets worse. This whole part is just needless busy work. You have to go to Gringotts, the Goblin Bank, and it's not as simple as just say, I don't know, go to the fucking bank, show them the key to my family's massive fortune and get some coins. Oh, no. Harry has to go to one of the 3 areas, and you have to do this in order. Talk to the goblin, who will then make you go collect the paper forms, which, by the way, they apparently just wax the floors because you just slip sliding away. And not only that, you have a time limit, and if you don't collect it in time, the goblins are just all like, thank you, Mr. Potter, but you were 2 seconds off, so, try again. And then we have to go use the mine cart. You have to move the minecart left and right to collect the coins that are either in a line or in a circle. And you also have to be careful not to run your minecart into the wooden pillars that for some fucking reason they decided right in the fucking way of the minecart was the best place to fucking put them. And this thing is so slow. When the coins are in a spiral, chances are you're gonna miss most, if not all of the coins, just because of how fucking slow the minecart moves. And if you're not quick enough and you hit one of the pillars, you lose the control of the minecart and some of your coins. And even though you only need like at most 3 coins, you need to collect way more coins to fill the bar up 3 times. And if you don't collect enough coins, like if you just miss 1, fucking coin. It's not good enough. They just dump the coins at your feet and you have to start again. Wow, good job there, Mr. Potter, but you missed one coin. Oh, and also, you can collect gems that'll sometimes appear. But do they help you give a bonus to the coins you have? No, you get a stupid magical wizard card for collecting them. And you have to collect a certain amount. So after using the minecart to get the coins, you have to go to the 3 stores. But not to purchase the items, oh no, that would just be too fucking simple. You pay them so you can do it yourself.
Find my giant purple toad first. I've just had a delivery, and my giant purple toad has decided to hide under the boxes.
Alright, first one, gotta find the frog hidden under the box. But don't destroy too many boxes or you're gonna get yelled at and you have to do it again.
Your ill-timed jinxes will destroy my shop. Start again and be more careful.
Next one, you gotta go talk to Ollivander to go get a peacock feather. 3 to be exact. Oh, and how do you get them? Well, according to Ollivander, you have to sneak up behind them so he gets startled and dropped his feathers. And of course by that he means chase it around the fucking place, because in order to get a feather, you have to chase him and stay very close to him until the feather meter fills up. And then you get 1 feather. And if you dare shoot him with your magic, Ollivander scolds you and you have to start all over again.
Dear me. And I thought you were a responsible young wizard. I told you never to use your wand against a cock.
Like, come on, dude. You don't have any spare feathers in the back? Oh, but thankfully he has an invisibility cloak for some reason that he says could help us. Only problem is it doesn't fucking work. You have to do this 3 times, and then there's a time limit as well. Why? And again, if you have 2 out of the 3 feathers and you fail, you lose all of the feathers and you have to start over again. I fucking hate this. Last guy, all you have to do is feed his owl 3 times and he drops his feather. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Well done, Harry. Let's get back to Hogwarts so we can cure poor Norbert.
Yeah, I did all your work, Hagrid. Let's go cure your stupid dragon.
We've done it, Harry. Norbert is well again. Thank goodness, I was so worried.
Not worried enough to not go drink while you did all the work, mind you.
I'm glad he's better, but sad in a way. He's old enough to leave the nest and fend for himself now. He'll want to go off on his own now, the wee soul, but I want to keep him here so I can look after him.
So, like in the book, Harry and Hermione get Ron's brother Charlie to come and get Norbert, but they get caught out of their dorms at night and they're put into detention in the Forbidden Forest, searching for whoever is killing unicorns, which is said to be an impossible feat, and whoever's doing it is clearly evil. Seems like a bit of an extreme punishment to just being out of your bed at night, but whatever. Going through this bit of the forest, we follow the Silver Blood. Alone, by the way. And we come across the dude drinking the Silver Blood, which is revealed to be Voldemort, who is said to have been the most powerful dark wizard, and also has a hate boner for Harry. So, great job there, Albus.
Oh, that was a close shave, Harry. Any creature that would kill a unicorn and drink its blood is one to be avoided at all costs.
Yeah, almost like you shouldn't have sent kids out to go find him.
We've got a present for you, Harry. I made it myself.
As a sign of forgiveness, Hagrid gives Harry a flute. Yeah, thanks, that definitely makes up me almost getting killed. And we also learned the song that Hagrid plays to put Fluffy to sleep. And you know what? I kind of like how it's not only the movie's theme, but Hagrid also plays this theme in the movie.
What is it?
And so we get the last password from Fred and George, and here let me talk about the rewards for each bean you collect. The first one you get is the Nimbus 2000, which gives you more speed and maneuverability, which I never noticed. 1 wizard card of Dumbledore, a Flipendo spell upgrade, which again, I never really noticed the difference. At least the Quidditch armor that you get gives you a few extra hits from the bludger, but the other 2 upgrades? Yeah, they were probably just pointless. So now we're at the end of the book where we have to go and save the stone. First, sing Fluffy to sleep.
Of course. Harry, do you remember that Hagrid said that he used to calm Fluffy with music? Try and play the tune that Hagrid mentioned to put each of Fluffy's heads to sleep.
Hermione, you weren't there when Hagrid told Harry that. Alright, just gotta sing each head to sleep, which is honestly really easy because all you have to do is just press the same combination of buttons in a row. Next part, gotta get through the vines. It's very simple, just hit the brightly colored vines, and then you gotta fight the plant boss right in the middle. Next up, the keys. But it's just like the Quidditch minigame, you fly through the rings and catch the key. Next part, wizard chess. But it's not like regular chess, this is just some sort of minigame where you have to get two pieces to run into each other. Everyone moves one step at a time, and you have to make sure that they don't land on you, or you have to start it all over again. And each time you move, you have to slowly watch each piece move. And the last part was the most difficult, and since I already beaten this game twice, after the second time the queen piece killed me, I just read a walkthrough to get through the pattern quickly. Oh, and every time you mess up, you lose a little bit of health until you just actually die. In which Madame Pomfrey waggles her fingers at you and is just like, now Harry, don't go looking for that stone again. And since I died again right after, she was just like, really? Fucking again, Potter, you little shit? And also, every time you get a game over, it sends you back to the beginning of the hallway, and then you have to go through this dialogue about the chess pieces again. After that, we have that troll part that they omitted from the movie. We have to go and move the pieces out of his way while he slumberously walks by, or he'll wake up and attack us. Just make sure you don't drop the item right away, because shit! The next puzzle is Snape's potions, but it's not really. There's 3 knights, one with a shield, and they move them around and cover it, so you have to correctly pick the one with the shield. And then you just beat it in combat. Really? That was Snape's big contribution? Alright, Severus, we need an obstacle for the stone. I got it. Sirius Black showed this to me back when we were in school. Severus, that was impressive. No one's going to get past this. After that, the Nazgul will send 3 waves of enemies for us to fight before we get to the last boss, and it's...
Damn you, Potter! But, Master, it wasn't my fault.
Professor Quirrell! Who we saw a total of once in this game. And it was pretty obvious it wasn't Snape, because right after he sent us to go get the Fireflies, this guy shows up on the opposite side here. So, smooshy-faced Quirrell here is looking for the stone for Voldemort, who's in the back of his head for some reason.
Harry Potter, give me the stone. I know you have it.
Let me speak to him face to face.
But Master, you're not strong enough.
I have strength enough for this. Hand over the stone.
Well, yeah, I guess you did have enough strength to just do that. Final boss, you have to fight Voldemorty. First phase, you have to avoid him till he stops by one of the pillars, and then just do the knockback jinx to the pillar onto him. Second phase, you just have to wait until he stands by the other side of the mirror, and then use the knockback spell on him through the mirror. And every time you die, Madame Pomfrey just goes, now Harry, don't try to combat the Dark Lord. And then you also have to go through the beginning with the suits of armor again. But after the 2 phases, he just grabs you and you just have to button mash square and then X to hurt him until he's defeated. And with that, Voldemort is defeated. Harry wakes up in the medical wing of Dumbledore and
Lord Voldemort's
No.
return. Lord Voldemort's
No.
return.
No, don't tell me it froze. My last save was like right back before Fluffy.
Lord Voldemort.
Discus, fix us.
Lord Voldemort's return. Dumbledore nodded.
sharing his concern.
Oh, sweet pumpkin cake. Alright, so Dumbledore visits us and tells us about
Voldemort's return.
And then Harry goes to the mess hall for the end of the year feast where Slytherin is celebrating their win of the House Cup.
The Great Hall was decked out in green and silver to celebrate Slytherin winning the House Cup.
Like, literally, they're just eating and celebrating after winning it. The mess hall is even decked out in green and silver. But no, Dumbledore pulls out a pro-gamer move and gives just Harry in the game for some reason 60 house points, which lets them win at the last second. It's fucking bullshit, honestly.
The additional points had won the House Cup for Gryffindor. It was the best evening of Harry's life. Better than winning at Quidditch or Christmas or knocking out mountain trolls. He would never, ever forget tonight.
This would be the happiest Harry's year at Hogwarts would ever end. And that's the game. Almost. Remember the wizard cards? Yeah, you need to collect all 17 wizarding cards, including the 3 from Gringotts. And you also have to find them randomly around at the school. All that so Ron can just give you the 18th one at the end, which is the Harry Potter card. And then you immediately go against Slytherin in Quidditch. But the ending after that is still the same. Dumbledore still crushes the dreams of all the Slytherin children. Yeah, I'm not doing that. You can't even go back in the game after you beat it to collect the cards. Selecting the save just brings you to the card collection and then Voldemort laughs at you. I mean, Dumbledore even does one last house point tally right after that. Like, dude, you just said we won.
Are in the lead on house points.
And that was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for the PlayStation 1. It was somewhat fun and a pretty faithful movie tie-in, but does it really deserve the 6th best PlayStation game ever? No, I don't think so. I mean, to just name a few that were under Harry Potter, you got the 3 Crash Bandicoot games and Metal Gear. I know that a bunch of people probably bought this game because of the movie, and that's why it's one of the best sellers. What I'm saying is that while it is fun and an enjoyable 5 hours, there are a lot better games out there. This is a decent abridged version of the book that is actually very abridged. The story didn't seem to connect to the important plot points at all, it just went from point to point, and sometimes completely out of order. But playing this game and writing out this review, I think that Harry Potter feeling I get every year has finally resurfaced. So until Hogwarts Legacy comes out, I'm going to watch all 8 Harry Potter movies and maybe read all the books again. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos, I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and comment down below on what Hogwarts house you guys belong to, and if you're excited for Hogwarts Legacy. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can get alerted to when my new videos are out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, you guys take care.